touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, crust.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Gun. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. 57's the mic. Wow. Danny. Check safety.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Brown. This one complete to Smallwood. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is just met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here. Right there.
Here's Brown. From the gun, he'll throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm here all day. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I got it.
Out of the gun, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. A gain there of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
I don't even know why this team showed up. 20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out here with the option left. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Brown now on 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Cohen. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Right at the 8. Here we go, D.
Newton on third down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And the Panther first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come out in the pistol, trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Switch.
On third down, here's Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Ready? We're great. Exit. Watch the safety cream. Ready?
From the red zone now, Newton. They still can't get it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check. Crunch. Gun.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Great, great!
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Line 54. I can't believe they even let you play. Check. Check 24. Slam.
A final shot before break. Brown. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's put that team on a punch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Any weapon. Mike 5.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
3 down. Check 26. No. Off. ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill, kill, kill.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 5, Mike 5, Mike 5. Hey, watch the slant. Back, back, back.
On first down, Brown escaping the pressure right. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. A give to Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Hey, defense, let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hop up. Zoom, zoom.
Brown looking to throw on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hayward. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Brown operating from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike 58. Hey! I got you. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. And it's getting in home. And 58 is a Mike.
From the 45 on second down, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Focus, defense, focus. 57.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. They'll try and run for it. Option left. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 12, Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that well. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. You better be.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That is caught by Cohen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
20. Great. Oh, here we go. Oh, check. Hot route. Hot.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 57's the mic. 56. Pull it.
Again, it's Bell.
Let's bring it.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Ready? 180. 57. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. A gain of 32 that time. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Newton takes it himself, and he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Cam Newton with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. To throw is Newton. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Carolina, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.